TransUnion is a consumer data provider. We help financial institutions manage risk. TransUnion has been around for about 40 years, but more recently we have grown hugely both through organic methods as well as corporate acquisitions and launching new solutions into the market. We're now almost a $4 billion company operating out of 36 international markets, and as well as in most states in the United States here. My name is Oliver Jones. I run a strategic pricing department. I run the deal desk, the bid desk, as well as our CPQ pricing software. So having grown so much recently, we have multiple different sales teams, both within the US and internationally. And everybody had different pricing structures, many different contract templates. And we had very little consistency as to the way that we brought products and solutions to market. And that just inherently led to inefficiency. It was quite evident to us that we needed to overhaul our business processes, and implementing a new CPQ and CLM tool seemed to be the right solution. Based upon three core foundations, we wanted to implement pricing governance, we wanted to manage our legal risk, and then from an associate perspective, we wanted to improve the quality of life for our sellers by automating as many tasks as possible. And CPQ and CLM has allowed us to do that. Well, for TransUnion, it made sense to do a combined implementation. We felt we wouldn't leverage the full benefit without bringing in pricing governance and then quoting and contracting on top of that. So implementing a combined solution was imperative, and we needed to find a partner who was able to work with Salesforce CPQ as well as DocuSign CLM, and Spaulding Ridge fitted that bill. So we needed a big enough integration partner who were able to deal with a size of organization such as TransUnion. But what I liked about working with Spaulding Ridge is that they weren't one of the huge guys. They were small enough that we actually mattered to you. And so I felt that the business partnering just worked really well with Spaulding Ridge throughout the engagement. From a time-saving perspective, we've been able to automate many tasks, reduce the number of keystrokes and clicks a seller has to engage in. But where you really make efficiencies is when you can do business process re-engineering to completely eliminate steps in the process altogether. You remove meetings and handovers between departments. That's where the real time savings are made. So we've laid out a really strong foundation with Spaulding Ridge. We have high adoption across most of our markets, and TransUnion is looking to implement more solution and product configurations, as well as getting more pricing in, so we can start to get into some of the acquisitions that we've recently made. I think really understanding your product catalog, really having a strong foundation to understand what it is that you sell, and having those products properly represented in a product catalog is key to a CPQ implementation. I think on top of that, I think change management is key. I think you have to invest in both areas of product governance as well as change management. If you're going to implement CPQ, you have to deal with maybe sellers who have been doing things a certain way for a long period of time, and investing heavily in change management is important to success.